We are back talking Space Marine 2, and this time it's all about, apparently, new leaked content. The reason why I'm doing leaked in air quotes is because this content is found right now in the game files. Is that classed as a leak if the developers are putting it in there? I'm not sure. I'll leave it up to you. But we have new Blood Angel stuff, White Scar stuff, and general Armour March stuff as well. So let's jump in, let's look at it, and let's discuss all this future content. So this content was linked to me over on my social medias by a chap called LJ, but it also links to a Reddit thread of a chap called Every Freaking Time. So shout out to those people who went in and found all the information that I'm about to put in the background right now. So if you look in the background right now, let's look at the first big thing, and that is the White Scar. It's looking like confirmation that the White Scar is going to be the hero class for Jump Assault. If we actually just take a front look at the armor, you can see some big things here. You can see all his little tassels, of course, in red of stuff. You see like the lightning bolts everywhere, scattered over the pauldrons and his leg joints and stuff like that, which is really, really cool. There's a bit on his arm. You can see just a bit of the White Scar logo on his shoulder pad. The helmet, of course, with, I like to call it the little Horus ponytail, the Chthonian knot. Is up there all in red. He's got like the little lightning bolt across one of his eyepieces as well. But one of the really, really cool things is that on one arm is that kind of glove. I always call it the mice and men glove. But of course, what this is for is hunting with like hawks and stuff like that during, well, the old days. That's what they normally used to do, is like hunt and use. Well, I think they still do it these days, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, very, very cool. Very, very nice looking. Really a nice nod towards the White Scars and what they still practice today and what they still do and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's looking like a pretty cool hero skin so far. Let's take a look at the other side of this hero skin. So this is the character's left side, and as you can see, we can see the full White Scar emblem sticking out. Looks gorgeous, looks beautiful. See the little purity seal on there. We get to see more of the armor mark of the actual arm, you know, the lightning bolt all the way down it. He has what it seems to be like a ceremonial, I want to call it a dagger, but it's kind of like halfway between a dagger and a power sword. I don't know really what you want to call that, but yes, very, very White Scarish, very, very cool. And if we switch to the character's right side, you can see more detail with that. Well, I want to call it a power glove. It's not a power glove. It's, I don't know, it's just a cool hawk glove. Mice and men glove, whatever you want to call it. It goes all the way back to his power elbow. But yeah, you can see it all there. A little bit more detail on the actual lightning bolt on the leg as well at the bottom. But as I said before, it looks really, really cool. I like it. I don't think it's the best champion skin so far. I'll hold my hands up and say, Bias Rack is coming out. The best champion skin so far that we've got is the Imperial Fist. Maybe one day that'll change if we get like a Black Templar or something like that. But I like it. I think it's a cool looking champion skin. Now, moving from the Sons of Jagatai, let's talk about the Sons of Sanguinius, because in these files that have been data mined, that have been leaked, we are going to be getting new Blood Angel customization. So don't call me Horus. Look in the background instead, and you can see the first bit of this armor. This is the chest piece armor. Well, I think it's a chest piece armor because there's a little bit of a cup on his waist as well. His chalice, should I say. That's how Blood Angels call it. A chalice on his belt buckle, but you can see the main armor on the chest. You can see the Blood Angel drop, the wings sprouting from it. You can see the scroll work with Sanguinius embedded on that. It looks nice. It looks decent. It is expected what the Blood Angels should be repping. Sanguinius all over themselves as they charge into battle and call everyone Horus. The next piece that was data mined is the shoulder piece that you see in the background right now. Again, massive Blood Angels embossed on there, golden trim, golden letters, golden chalice with ring spread, golden blood drops. You got some ropes on there that I've got the little Blood Angel blood drop dangling off there. Very, very Blood Angelish, right? It's looking like it's very, very shiny, in your face, over the top, as the Blood Angels do with their armor. And the final piece of the data mined armor, for now anyway, there's going to be a lot more coming in the future. This is just the tip of the iceberg, as I like to say, is the helmet of this armor mark. So you can see it's got the Blood Angel drop in the middle. It's got the little optic over the eye, not optic, optic over the eye. Looks cool, looks nice, right? Nothing, I would say nothing special, but it gives you a little bit more to play with when you want to do Blood Angel stuff in the game. You know, put this guy in like black armor as it is Death Company with the Blood Angel drops and stuff. It's really going to make you stand out on the battlefield. Again, this is what people want. This is what they need, because we want to make ourselves look cool in the game. Warhammer is 100% about the rule of cool. People who play to win, they're the losers. People who play to look badass, they are always the winners in my eye. Now, moving on from those specialized chapters, let's take a look at some of the stuff that is for everyone to wear. Let's start with the helmet in the background, the Mark 7 helmet. We've had this now in the game, but this is another variant. This time it has the skull and it has the wings on there as well. I love Mark 7. I love old school armor. Hopefully they'll add even more in Mark 2, Mark 3, Mark 4, Mark 5, even more Mark 7 stuff. I would love like a Mark 7 chest piece on there with the massive just neck protector, you know, the errant armor and stuff. Like, there's so much they could do to bring some of the old school armors into this game. Fingers crossed that Games Workshop allows this, because I know a lot of people like, oh, the developers are not adding it. It's all down to Games Workshop, right? People don't understand this. It's what Games Workshop says can go into the game. I'm sure the developers want to add everything in there, but it's up to GW to give them the thumbs up. So yes, the helmet is looking cool and it's looking very, very nice. And finally, we have another variant of the chest piece. As you can see in the background, it's got 3 skulls on there. I'm really thinking, right, that this could be really matched with the Blood Angel stuff to make, as I mentioned before, a great Death Company looking Marine. Like a Death Company, like Jump Assault, maybe Bulwark, Tactical or something like that. All the skulls, all the insignias that are all coming together, I think you can make something really, really awesome. For people that are unaware at the moment, the public test server is now live for Space Marine 2. You can go over and test some of the big new features that are apparently going to be dropping in the next big patch. I'm hearing, I don't know if this is confirmed, that the next big patch is coming in April, so next month, not too far away. Hopefully it's at the start and not at the end, but we should be getting more information on that next week with the end of the month news, monthly newsletter in March. So yeah, fingers crossed we get some more information on that. But big things are going forward, step by step. I know it's not a massive dose of content that people want, but I'm glad the developers are still adding more content in there. They're putting more work into the game. I know there was a lot of people like, oh, what about Space Marine 3? Does this mean Space Marine 2 is dead? No, I've done a video about that. Don't worry about that at all. This game is going to be supported throughout the production of Space Marine 3, and we're going to get even more content, maps, missions, hopefully PvP maps, hopefully full-on chaos customization. Give it to us developers. Maybe even more PvP players in the maps, more game modes, everything like that. Like, the future is bright for Space Marine 2 at this moment in time. Anyway, that is enough waffling from me. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. I love your thoughts and feedback on this. If you want to go and check out the thread itself, I've linked it in the description of the video. Go over to Reddit, give them a nice thumbs up, give them that Karma Farmer mark. See you in a bit. Have a great day, and bye-bye.